Okay, last night I attended the fight in Brooklyn in the Barclays, Zab Judah and Paulie Malignaggi. Very disappointing performance by Zab Judah. If you see my prediction video, I really didn't. I picked Zab to win the fight, but I said the fight could go in either way. You know, when I do these predictions and I'm wrong, I just try to give a good analysis on the fight, good breakdown on why each fighter could win the fight. You know, Paulie Malignaggi did exactly what I thought he was gonna do. He came to fight all 12 rounds. I knew he was gonna fight that way, and you know, I really wasn't sure. Even though I picked Zab, I wasn't really sure on what Zab was gonna see that night. And obviously, we got the worst of Zab Judah. He looked unfocused, and not to take anything away from Paulie, because Paulie did come to fight and Paulie did his thing, and I respect what he did. But Zab didn't look like he cared. You know, it looked like he just accepted a paycheck, and that was it. Outside of the second round, and you know, when you watch the fight live, there's so much going on in the fight that it's kind of hard to pay all the attention on the fight, you know. But Zab didn't look like he won a round outside of the round the knockdown was in. Even in that round, it seemed like Paulie took advantage and landed his jab throughout. It looked like Paulie won the second round. It seemed like I think Paulie won every round, at least from what I've seen. I mean, I watched the fight again. But very disappointed performance by Zab. You could tell everyone in the building was really, it was neutral, you know, because they're both from Brooklyn. I thought Zab was gonna win because, you know, I think overall he's the better boxer if he comes in at his best. He really didn't have any answer for Paulie's jab, and you know, I thought the whole Brooklyn theme would make him want to fight. Plus, Paulie has something good to fall back on. Like Paulie said, all right, he lost, I'm retiring. He does good commentary on Showtime. I don't really know what Zab's going to do. And I actually think I think it's time for Zab to retire. I think so. Like, you know, he lost to Amir Khan recently. He lost to Danny Garcia. Now he's losing to Paulie Malignaggi in Brooklyn. That's it. It's nobody else. He didn't look strong. He didn't look fast. He didn't look like he was prepared at all. He looked like he didn't care. So you know what? At this point, if you don't care, why keep fighting? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pay to see him again. So, oh yeah, the whole skirt malfunction thing with Paulie. You know, if you're gonna wear a skirt like that, I'm not a real big fan of that. You know, if you're gonna wear a skirt and everything, make sure you know, get it fixed and fitted correctly, man. It was embarrassing that, you know, you got guys in the crowd, like Paulie's losing. I mean, Zab is losing. They're mad that Zab is losing. You know, we're in Brooklyn, so you know how they are. Zab is losing the fight, clearly, not even looking good, and then Paulie's skirt is all over the place. You know, it's just like, I can't believe that was the main event. That was actually the worst fight of the night. So, leave comments. Let me know who you think Paulie should fight next. I think, I know Danny Garcia is looking to move to 147. I think that would be a good fight for Danny Garcia, Paulie Malignaggi. Competitive fight for Danny. If they were to fight, I think that would be good for both fighters. And I think Zab should retire. I really can't really tell you who I want him to fight next, unless it's Shane Mosley or somebody else that's kind of, you know, or Andre Berto. That's the only two fighters. If Zab is gonna fight again, these are two guys that's also been on a losing streak, you know, but they have big names. And you know, even though I wouldn't pay to see either fight, I would still like to watch the fight between, you know, I always wanted to see Zab fight Shane Mosley. Always wanted to see Berto Zab fight. That would be cool. But that's the only two fighters I recommend. Other than that, just retire, right? So Leave comments. Let me know who you think these guys should fight. And follow me on Twitter at Wayne_10. Make sure you subscribe.